wanted to say to you is that,
Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble.
The wait for Stranger Things Season 4 seems to be getting longer and longer with every day and week that passes with no real new news about what's going on, what's not going on, and everything in between. The cast is encouraging fans to stay tuned, but things aren't going as fast as fans would like. Not that it could ever go as fast as they would like. But what's going to happen in Season 4? What clues are there to what is happening and what will happen? Well, maybe you didn't notice it, but there's more than you think. Allow us to show you 8 things you didn't know about Stranger Things Season 4. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8. Gayton's update on production. First and foremost, fans want an update on production and how everything is going with the show's filming, right? Well, for that, you need to look no further than everyone's favorite character, outside of 11, Dustin, aka Gayton Matarazzo. He was interviewed recently and gave a rather blunt update on things in terms of how filming is doing. Slow, Gayton says when asked how production is coming along on Season 4. Slowly, but surely. Filming already is basically playing it by ear anyway, but the pandemic on top of it just makes scheduling a lot harder. Everyone's great, Gayton says. I actually had not gotten to see anybody really during the quarantine at all. There was a stretch of 6 months where we really weren't talking to each other a lot. We all had stuff going on at home. But that made going back a lot more fun. The minute we stepped back on set, we said, we have the coolest job on planet Earth. And perhaps they do, as they get to be part of a critical and fan-praised phenomena. But the fact remains that very little has been sussed out about Stranger Things Season 4. And the things we do know only raise more questions. Number 7. The Trailer Park. New images of the Stranger Things set, courtesy of the Daily Mail, reveals a trailer park overrun by the Upside Down. Red and black vines have ensnared trailers, telephone poles, and the sign to the park itself. It isn't completely clear if this place is in Hawkins, but considering that town's ties to the Upside Down, it could be likely. Either way, the sheer number of winding tendrils spells trouble for anyone within the vicinity of the trailer park. Whether this scene truly takes place within the Upside Down and is just lacking the typical special effects that complete the look, or is proof that the Upside Down has begun to overtake the real world, remains to be seen. The latter explanation would have some horrifying consequences for Stranger Things, and could certainly help Season 4 live up to that reputation of being the scariest one yet. However, the Upside Down is so unpredictable that anything could happen. But with these set photos emerging, it could mean that more teases and maybe a trailer are coming.
He's gonna eat me now, isn't he?
Number 6. Harbour's praise of Season 4. David Harbour has already been very open about how things in Season 4 are evolving his character, but recently he pushed that even further. Detailing that the show's creators, the Duffer brothers, Matt and Ross Duffer, are very responsive to the fan response, but also a step ahead with the script. Harbour told People exclusively that audiences will see a lot of their favorite characters doing the thing that they love them for, but you'll also see them twist it and turn it into other colors and other flavors. And one of the great things that you can see with Harbour is that he was a protector. He's a man of justice, and he now has become a prisoner, he shared. He's trapped, and he's isolated. And we get to see an entirely other color of him that has been hinted at, Harbour added. This season is my favorite because he really is going to show you some new colors and what he's really made of. He went on, you really do get to see a lot of his backstory of who he was as a warrior in a sense, and sort of make the mistakes he made in the past come back to visit him, he said. And he just sort of unfolds. Chief Hopper is obviously one of the fan-beloved characters on the show, and they were very happy to know that he was alive, even if that meant being trapped in Russia. And if it means that what he goes through helps him feel this way about Season 4, you can only imagine what it'll be like to watch it.
Yeah. Alright, that's out of the way.
Number 5. The Epicenter. Season 4 of Stranger Things is going to have a variety of new things, from new characters to new locations and maybe even new monsters. And some of the teasers for those new things have already set a certain mystery in motion. The title of Season 4's opening episode is the Hellfire Club. Not long ago, Stranger Things' Twitter account started teasing the club, raising speculations among fans about what kind of club it is. The description of Joseph Quinn's character Eddie Munson provides an answer. Eddie is an audacious 80s metalhead who runs the Hellfire Club, Hawkins High's official D&D club. Hated by those who don't understand him and beloved by those who do, Eddie will find himself at the terrifying epicenter of this season's mystery. You probably wouldn't have guesses early on that a brand new character to Stranger Things would be the epicenter of things to come. But yet, that's exactly what's happening. But why him? What makes him the epicenter? What role will he have to play in what's to come? Sadly for fans, this is a question that'll have to be answered when the show returns. Number 4. Clocks. Some of you may know this one depending on how much you pay attention to the Stranger Things Twitter and certain teasers we've gotten for Season 4. For example, the second episode of Season 4 has been confirmed to be Tick-Tock Mr. Clock. Not much of a tease, right? However, if you've been paying attention to the Twitter handle for Stranger Things, you'd know that the Stranger Things crew has been showcasing a lot of clocks. Not the least of which is a massive clock tower that's now in the Upside Down. Furthermore, they keep showing ticking clocks in promotional materials for the season, showing that either time or clocks as a whole are going to be a big part of the season in some way. The clock tower could be the one located in the downtown section of Hawkins, indicating that the small town is once again being terrorized by outside forces. There are also rumors among fans that this is a sign that time travel could be possible and that the Hawkins crew are going to be part of that in some way. Or if you recall David Harbour's comments, it could be a reference to how they're going to rewind the clock to show more backstory for certain characters like Chief Hopper. There's a lot of ways this could all play out. Number 3. Nightmares. There have been certain casting reveals that are going to raise eyebrows and also raise the hype level for the season, such as Robert Englund being brought into the show to play Victor Creel, a disturbed and intimidating man who is imprisoned in a psychiatric hospital for a gruesome murder in the 1950s. Yep, Robert Englund is coming to the reel of Stranger Things. And why is this so perfect a casting? Because as you all hopefully know, Robert Englund was the man behind the original Nightmare on Elm Street with his portrayal of Freddy Krueger. Will his past conviction lead to new revelations about everything going on? Or will he be a very human monster that the crew have to deal with?
If I go guest star on a hit television show.
Number 2. The mysteries. Easily one of the biggest things that we don't know about Stranger Things Season 4 is just how deep this potential rabbit hole will go. While characters like Chief Hopper and even Jonathan Byers have gotten small details about their own storylines revealed, many of the other characters have not. Eleven, for example, has been very quiet in terms of details, and Millie Bobby Brown hasn't been talking about Eleven at all outside of subtle teases about powers, relationships, etc. And while teases like the clock, the trailer park, and more are piling up, they don't connect as of yet. But they will, all in due time. Number 1. The release date. When is Season 4 coming? That is the question every fan wants to know. Production of Season 4 is going slow due to pandemic restrictions, but they were already filming before the pandemic hit, so that works in their favor. Plus, if they were to finish it before, say, the end of February, then all that would be left is SFX and VFX, localization to the nations Netflix is in, which takes a while, and certain other details, and then it's done. It would take a lot for the 4th season to not come in 2021, but until it arrives, we just have to wait. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Stranger Things Season 4 and how things might shake out by the time everything is done? Do you think that the wait will be worth it, given all that's likely going to happen? Do you feel that there are certain secrets and surprises that'll really change how things go in the show? What are you most anticipating for Season 4? Let us know in the comments below, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.